Me, I can't complain. Don't do no good. Nobody wants to hear it. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Know what I mean? Oh no. I think that's the wrong one. Oh. Hope everybody's okay. I'm outside of Joplin. Joplin, Missouri. Chugging along. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I hope everybody's doing okay tonight. Me, I can't complain. I run into another trucker buddy I've known for a while that's going to supply me with showers at the Flying J's and Pilot when he's got extra showers, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to try it out as soon as this live is over. Yo, Will. That saves $23. And that's close to $100 a month to take a shower once a week. Isn't that a shame? A little steep if you'd ask me. Well, what's up, Big Stank? Oh, we got some really nice, strong sunshine going on right now before the storms come. We're supposed to be stormy tonight, tomorrow, probably all weekend between here and Joplin. I need the good Lord to steer this stuff out of here so I can get a good weekend in. That would be great. Or a good couple of days here and there. I'll be damned. Oh, it is robbery. It's flat out robbery. 18 was robbery. 15 was robbery. Anything over 10 is robbery. I remember back when I did this in 14, they were like $7, and that was fair. That was fair. But to go from 7 in 8 years or so, it went from 7 to 23. That's just freaking ridiculous. Especially with all the times harder and everything on everyone. Man, bags of potato chips in there are $6. 2 slices of pizza is $8. What? Oh, I didn't buy a damn thing. Yeah, you probably should have that toe checked out. I'm telling you, you might want it x-rayed and stuff. You can end up doing it more harm than good if you don't, buddy. If this don't get better in another week or so, I might end up going. This one that got jammed 2 days later, it's pretty good compared to this one that got pulled completely out of the socket. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's not good, man. They're going to put you on a set of crutches and probably, who knows, maybe even a walking cast. Probably no walking at all if it hurts your heel, because a walking cast works off of your heel. You might be screwed, buddy, for a little bit and have to lay up. I send healing prayers your way. Oh, yeah. But if you're in pain to where you can't walk and stuff, that's last resort. Get your ass to the doctor, dude. If you don't think just sitting around all night, not moving, trying to keep it, all up on your own is going to fix it, by all means, go home. Smoke a fatty and try and forget it. But if I was you, I'd have it x-rayed, man. I'd be scared to death something was shattered or broke or busted, or if I get booted, I'll be right back. Oh, jeez. I mean, I know it's going to take 2 weeks to a month for this to heal. So I'm not really worried about it. And I've got, I can move it and stuff. I just can't, I don't have full curl of it or nothing. But it's getting better. 60 miles, roughly 60 miles. I can be there. If I was in a hurry, I could pretty much be there in an hour. But not being in a hurry, I'll be there in an hour and a half. So probably early in the morning after sunrise. Oh, might as well just say 8 o'clock. That'd put me in there by 9:30. A lot of places don't open up until 10, whatever. So, and it's supposed to be shitty weather all weekend. All weekend it's supposed to be shitty weather here and there. So I'm not really going to, I'll try but no matter where I go, it looks like it's going to be a shitty weekend. Even if I stayed here in Joplin or went back up or over to anywhere I go, it's going to be the same damn thing. So continue on as far as I can. Maybe I'll get a few good hours in Joplin at a couple of different days and move on by, who knows, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday, who knows. I'm going to let the good Lord steer me where to go from here, you know what I mean? After Joplin, there'd be a couple stops in Arkansas. One, maybe 2 stops in Tennessee. Couple, 2, 3 stops in Georgia. And who knows how many stops in Florida. Yeah, I'm South Florida bound. Yeah, well, it's southeast. You know, it's kind of like that. South a bit, east a bit, south a bit, east a bit, south a bit, east, 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 south, 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 east, east, south, east. And eventually you end up down in Florida. Pups are all fed, tuckered out, sleeping. Even Lilu's up here relaxing. I'm mom and dog. Yeah, you're a good girl. Jack, he's down on the floor relaxing. So, all the dogs are happy. See, the dogs are happy. Well, where is everybody tonight? Not a whole lot of conversation going on, Will. Hey people, feel free to join in, say hello, ask a question. Hey Skinny. Oh, hello, 04 William. Oh, I know you're there, Will. It had 6, now it's 9. I'm wondering, hey, join in the conversation, folks. Of course, it's not about me. I run a petition that's in the description, where you can go to 420jim.com, 420jim.com, click on the petition, read it, and sign it. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need our federal rights to weed. We need our gun rights back federally for weed. If you believe in one or all 3 of them things, go read the petition, sign it, and get at least one friend to do the same. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And trust me, when people do absolutely nothing, that's part of the problem. We all have a voice if we use it. But if we don't use it, you've already given up. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, I do try and tell the truth, and I do have a little wisdom on the cannabis. But, and I appreciate you saying that. But the highest honor that I'll ever get in my life is when a bunch of veterans, at the very first veterans event in Kokomo, Indiana, that they had me come to, the head MC, Jimmy Shaw, and a bunch of other vets had me come there. And once I met them and they told me how they couldn't speak up for themselves, that they needed someone to speak up for them, you know me, hell yeah, I will. So when they asked me to be their voice, much love, much respect, and nobody can take that away from me. And what's a shame is a couple people that's trying to, they disrespect so many of them Vietnam vets that I met, and they were around. A lot of them are dying more and more each year. But every one of them up there has passed away. Yeah. A lot of disrespect there. A whole lot. But they can't change the fact that I was asked to be the voice of the vets. They're mad and everything because they weren't asked. That's the Indiana troll or group, whatever. Well, the one that says Jim's mission don't work, goodbye, troll. We don't do your type shit here. Goodbye, we don't do your crap here. That's so funny. They make stupid account or a name or whatnot just to make one stupid comment. Such lame idiots, but they got to have their attention or their moment, I think. What Forrest Gump, stupid is, stupid does, or, you know what I mean? You can't fix stupidity with duct tape. Even Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue, none of that'll work. And what's really ridiculous, when you use the word ridiculous, they hate me so much. They make all these fake accounts. They've been trolling me for 5 years doing this bullshit now. How come he signed the petition? And actually bragged to me about it, sent me a screenshot and all. And he made a comment and stuff. But that's why he signed the petition, so he could make a stupid comment, of course. But isn't that kind of an oxymoron and shows out your stupidity? You will sign a petition asking someone to do something that obviously you're against to make a comment. It don't make no sense. It shows their mental capacity. That's the words I'm looking for. She heard I was going to keep the runt, and she wants to stay with me. She says, you don't want a silly old boy, you want a girl. Yeah, you don't want a silly old boy, you want a girl, Yeah. If I was going to keep a girl, it would be you. It would be you. Yep. Hang on. Hey Barry, why don't you get a life? Hey Barry, why don't you get a life? Better yet, turn your life over to Yahshua. Ask Yahshua for forgiveness, okay? No meth here. What, are you jealous because I'm a cannabis user? Well, you need to get over that. And I pray for you. And I hope you don't get no fentanyl in your meth or anything else, because we're losing wonderful people every day because of the drug dealers that do the fentanyl. So, why don't you get some Jesus and we'll see you, Roach Boy. Bye-bye, Roach Boy. Oh, they must have made 4 or 5 channels today. But it's okay. I'll just tell them they need a little Jesus. They can't stand it. Demons can't stand it. Say, how can they hate on us? Because they're demons. Because they are a couple new demons. I mean, they are so ugly, you gotta hate on them. You know what I mean? See, they're so ugly, they're pretty. Oh, did they make another one? Hobo allegiance. They started the hobo bullshit the other day. Oh gosh. Oh, they're just stupid people. What? All they do is prove my point when I tell people that we have trolls that don't want cannabis legal, that they're trying to do everything they can to keep people from signing this petition and whatnot. And all I ask y'all, go read the petition, see if you should sign it or not. But years ago, both of them had me come to their town and their state and do the petition there. And because I became way more popular than their shit that they were doing, they got their asses hurt. When I become the voice of the vets in Indiana, that butt hurt them real bad. The other one from Rochester, New Hampshire, he's flat out thief. He ripped off a friend for $400, and when I asked him about it, he turned his back and did what he did, and is still doing it this day. But it's about this. No one belongs in jail for weed. Oh, what am I smoking tonight? Little something a friend gave me in Kansas City, Missouri yesterday. I'm enjoying my last couple of days of the real stuff because by Memorial Day, I'll be headed to states that it's not legal. I'll have to do the Delta 9 after I leave here, after I leave Missouri. I'm in Missouri right now. You can also sign the petition at 420jim.com. New paint job, for those that don't know. The whole RV looked like this before. I mean, it was colored and had decals, but it had over 30,000 tags on it. The whole body of the RV looked like that. This will eventually look like it. I'm starting to get a few people on it. Now, of course, that's not the petition. See, I got a couple people whine because I asked for donations to help keep this mobile billboard going down the road. You would think, you know, it's worth a couple bucks a month, a year, or whatever, to be able to have a QR, petition, a mobile billboard that comes to your town and tells you about it. I mean, if I heard of something like this and they come to my town, I'd certainly support them a little bit, but I love to give back. Whether a person donates a penny, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, a hug, whatever, I let them tag the motorhome. If they donate $20 or more, I give them a t-shirt that I make, I autograph, and date. They only come in one size. It's for the autograph. And these fools call me a scammer for that. Hell, go try and write your name on a Salvation Army plot or any other place that's collecting donations. They're not going to give you a marker and say, hey, write on my RV. Remember, everybody needs a little Jesus. Oh, they putting people in jail for weed everywhere. Yes, sir. You can look me up on Facebook. 4 is my first name. Jim is my last. A lot of people want to call me Jim 420. Nope, 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 nope. My name is 420 Jim. That way, if I go to the golf course and somebody yells 4, I can say what? There was Wichita. We had Delta 9 products over there because that's Kansas. No good, no legal weed over there. Once again, you can screenshot that, then scan it. No one belongs in prison for weed. Read the petition. That's all you got to do. We all need a little Jesus, and remember, the Father said He gave us every herb-bearing seed. My father didn't stutter. He didn't say, oh, except cannabis. Matter of fact, it's just the opposite. If you go and look in the Hebrew Bible, yeah, go ahead and go to Google and ask the Hebrew Bible about marijuana. And you will find out that marijuana, the real name in Hebrew is cannabis, and the Hebrew Bible was wrote long before the King James. They knew exactly what herb that King James could not identify. It was marijuana, cannabis. It cost 250 shekels, and it was in the anointing oil. Hey, so what if some people want to smoke it? I enjoy setting little fires to it and inhaling it. I sure do. I ain't gonna lie about that. But there's so many other freaking uses in the world. Hemp fuel. If we use hemp fuel in our cars and trucks and stuff, Henry Ford did it with his car. He had a car made of hemp, the body like fiberglass, but made of marijuana. Damn sure did. And he ran 40,000 cars on hemp fuel back in the day. 1 acre of marijuana is 300 gallons of fuel. Just go Google Henry Ford hemp car. You can see the car. You can see the advertisement from back in the day. All the stuff that's not hidden. It's not hidden at all, but people won't research it. I love telling this to cops and then going to Google and right in front of me, they're like, damn, I didn't know that. Just like Abraham Lincoln's 2 favorite things to do on his front porch. I told that to the sheriff. There's a video out there like 45 minutes long of me and a sheriff. It's pretty cool. And 3/4 of the way through it or whatever, I said, I bet you don't know Abraham's favorite 2 things on his porch. And he said, you're going to tell me he's smoking pot, I bet. I said, no, Google will. And he's like, nah. And he went to his car, he got his phone, and he asked it. And it told him his favorite thing, 2 things to do on his front porch was to play his harmonica and smoke his pipe full of sweet hemp. Not hemp, but sweet hemp. Emphasize sweet. So they even knew what marijuana, cannabis, whatever was back in the day. They won't use the term yellow journalism, which is what, when they yell fake news, turn that around. They're really yelling yellow journalism. If they would use the correct term, maybe more people would listen to them. The correct term is yellow journalism. And if you search that, you'll find out that the guy that named marijuana was William Randolph Hearst with his 21 newspapers. And between him and the New York Times after him, it started yellow journalism. And therefore come reefer madness and all that bullshit. I mean, it's real easy to search any of that. And that's just one more reason that I say anybody that says cannabis is bad, good person, bad person, troll, no troll, whatever, they're uneducated or a liar. You know, lying to make profit, for whatever reason, I don't know. But they're either uneducated, and I'd rather them be uneducated because that means there's hope for them. And we can teach them and stuff. But let me ask you a serious question. Look what happened in the last presidency. Right now it's doing better, a lot better. But do you want anybody in Congress or anybody president of the country anymore that's going to be uneducated or just flat out lie for the best of the people or whatever they want to say? I'm sick and tired of it. I am sick and tired of it. You know, cannabis should have never been taken away, and they have no right to take it away. If we had a constitution or anything, they couldn't take it away. But of course they took the Constitution away. We've been under British rule for years. Bar Association, British Attorney Register. They all signed the British Attorney Register. When you go in court, you're going upon a ship. That's why you got to come past the through hole and enter the ship and everything. It's all symbolic, you know, whatever, ritual type shit. And see, I got haters They can't stand me because I speak the truth like that. They can't prove me wrong. I can prove everything they say about me on the internet a lie, and they've said all kinds of stuff. But they can't prove anything. They say they got tape. They say a lot of stuff, but they've never been able to produce anything like I have. Nothing. And I've produced everything that I've said, and I've held back so much that I just don't want to put out there. Really? She's getting sassy. Oh, the other one is telling her back. This is the fun part when they're all growing up and fighting now. Hey, 19 people. Hey, if you haven't heard, my legal name, by the way, is 420 Jim. July 8th of 2019, a judge legally changed my name to 420 Jim. Please go to the petition. It's in the description of this video. It says change it. Or you can go to 420jim.com, click on the petition button. You don't have to look at my website, none of that. Just the main thing is search my name, 420 Jim. A petition will pop up, a button, click it. Name, address, and email is all it asks you. Now, we'll try and bum you some money at the end. You don't have to give them no money. It don't go to me or the mission. It goes for them to share it. But right underneath it says, no thanks, I'd share, which gives you the option to share it yourself. That's what I ask people to do, because if I know and I see your name on it, I'm pretty sure that you're going to share it to your friends, you know what I mean? So at least go read the petition. This is the last year I'm going to try and lead the horses to the trough. I finally learned after 10 years, this being the 11th, you know, if you aren't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And doing nothing is really part of the problem. So you can scan that right there. Screenshot it and scan it. Because no one belongs in jail for weed. You can also go to my website, 420jim.com, okay? And then you click on the petition. I didn't see what the idiot said before that. Oh, what you smoking tonight? Or something. Yeah, I got a couple of idiot trolls. I come to their town with the mobile billboard, and they got butt hurt because everybody liked me and what I'm doing, and swept them under the curve. And I don't know, jealousy hurts, whatever their excuse is. I don't really care. But I give you the 1978 Winnebago Aladdin. That's what this is. It's the Cannabago. Now, if you search back a couple years, whatnot, it was the Cannabis 2. I've been on the road since 2014. This is the second RV. Everyone needs a little Jesus. That's how you spell my name if you want to look me up on Facebook. And it's really cool when you have that on your driver's license, your birth certificate, and your social security card. And that's on all of mine. My driver's license, my social security card, my birth certificate, everything reads 420 Jim. First name 4, last name Jim. If you happen to see me coming to your town, your state, or whatever, stop by. I'll give you a little Jesus figurine. I think everybody needs a little Jesus. Also, if you make a donation of any sort, penny, nickel, dime, dollar, roach, whatever. I'll let you tag the RV. And you put pretty much anything on it you want. When I first started this years back, I had a couple of high school kids. They might have been college kids, early first year of college, or, way up there in high school. I don't know their exact age, but they were probably just barely college age. And they said, "You mean we can write anything we want if we make a donation?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is America. I prefer you don't write, profanity and stuff like that, other people. But yeah, you can write anything you like. Of course, I can always cover it up, right? So, I'm going to watch where they tagged that. I mean, I just didn't go over and watch them, but I seen where they went on the front and on the hood and over by the corner and whatnot. So I had a good idea where they tagged. And when they left, sure enough, let me read and see if we got another one snuck in there yet. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful. Damn it. Now I did that and talked and read that comment, and now I lost where I was at. I just lost where I was at in the story. Damn it, I hate when that happens. Somebody remind me. Everybody needs a little Jesus. Burp, 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 burp. Burp, 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 burp. Well, I guess if nobody wants to remind me where I left off, that's okay. Hi. Oh, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Thank the good Lord, I'm up right now. Oh, that's good. 11 acres. That's good. I mean, to each his own. In your name, I would hope you're not referring to cannabis as dope. Because I don't even like calling it marijuana. To me, it's a sacred plant, just like the peyote are to the Indians. You know what I mean? Yeah, to me, it's sacred. It was in the anointing oil. I don't like calling it marijuana. I only do for education. And I tell people how William Randolph Hearst renamed God's plant. And the way he did it was so damn stupid. He said them filthy Mexicans brought their marijuana and gave it to the blacks and are raping our white women. Back up a second. Hold on. If that was true, who the hell gave it to George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Abe Lincoln? The aliens? Because it's proven that we had cannabis back then. The same thing. But they referred to it as hemp and sweet hemp. That's why Abraham Lincoln's two favorite things was his harmonica and smoking sweet hemp. Not hemp, but sweet hemp. Yeah. So everything's been a lie all the way down to the word marijuana. Yeah, definitely an herb. Oh, it's just your... Yeah, that's cool. And like I say, I use the word marijuana on my crosses because it makes the cross. The A in marijuana heals, plays, just like the word cannabis plays in the cross. Cannabis heals. Or like alcohol kills. The L plays. So if you notice the crosses, one besides the one that says Jesus saves, there's one that says marijuana heals, cannabis heals, and alcohol kills. And that's just the truth. I don't preach take away alcohol. I like a beer every once in a while. I quit drinking for the longest time. 4 or 5 months back, I drank a couple of weeks with what I thought were friends in Texas, beer. And I found out, I didn't want to be around people who like that, drinking beer and whatnot. But this weekend, I enjoyed drinking a beer with Doug at his place. And I actually bought a 6-pack and I drank 2 a day. And I enjoyed it. Anything in moderation. Every chance I get. What? Oh, I didn't even notice the first one said weeks. Damn auto text, huh? Damn autocorrect. Yeah, every chance I get, I do. In legal states, I smoke the good stuff. Oh, I stay stoned. You didn't know? Did you read my name? Do you know my name? You see where it says 420 Jim? That's just not a saying. That's my legal name. And what I'm going to show you next is going to knock your socks off. Hang on. If you think my name's something or my hat's something, come on now. What do you think I drive? What do you think I drive? You could Google my name real quick. If you Google my name, 420JIM, or spell it out, F-O-U-R-T, well, you can see all the way back 10 years. Because I made mobile billboard and I traveled the United States because no one belongs in jail for weed. I held the first cannabis event ever done at Mount Rushmore years ago. I did a march on DC when Obama's last year, years ago. Bikers for Trump before he became president the first time, years ago. Yeah, I've been on this road a decade now. You can go to 420jim.com, add your name to the petition. Oh yeah, they should be dropping buds, not bombs. You want peace? Load them airplanes up with buds, some zigzags, and some lighters. You won't hear a bomb, a gun, or nothing after that. You know what I mean? In one of my news stories, which I've been in a bunch, but it was a TV news, I think it's Kansas. It might have been Kate TV or something in Kansas or whatever. Don't quote me on it, but one of them, they let me say, if the whole world lit up a joint together right now, we'd have world peace for 2 hours. I don't know what's wrong with that. Oh, that was on one of the, either the Lubbock or the Amarillo news. Yeah, it was one of the two in Texas. I remember that now. Oh, screw that. I wouldn't pay no fines. I'd take it to the jury. Oh, I'll be through South Carolina. I'm headed down to Florida now. I'm headed down to Florida to see my family now. I would fight it. Of course, it's too late if you're paying fines and stuff. You gave into the system. What started this here? March 1st of 2014, what started this? 2 counts of sales of marijuana. I was charged 2 counts of sales of marijuana. Damn sure was. They had a problem. See, I was set up by a snitch and all. They had a problem. They have to prove all points of their case. I had a public pretender quit my case because I knew. I had another one tell me he was going to do what I asked him in a jury trial and all that. We get in front of the judge and he says the opposite, talking about drug court, and I fired him. The third one I caught on a recording saying I was going to do DOC. He wasn't going to call witnesses or evidence, and he'd see me in court, get out of his office. So when I took it down, played it to the public pretenders, they're all the same. They all work for just us, you know, just them. They finally had to hire me private counsel, and private counsel was going to do just what I wanted him to do. He's the same guy that I asked if I hired the week before. He said for $5,000, I'll get you out of it. I'll put the sheriff up there for entrapment. But I didn't have that money. So it was the good Lord above that got me that you know, that did that with the lawyers. I know it was. Back then I didn't know, but I know now it was. And long story short, he calls me up, and because I told him, you know, I want to take it to jury trial. They have to prove what narcotic is in marijuana. There is none. Just because they tell you there's one, don't prove it. Don't prove it. They got to bring in chemists. It's got to prove it. And there's chemists out here been waiting for many years to go in there and prove there's not. So one of us is right. And I know damn well that my side's right. And what they did proves my side's right. But I can't get people to stand up on a petition and get behind it. But the whole thing that started this and all, they found me incompetent to stand trial. Yeah, call me crazy. When an attorney called and told me, hey, they want to do a evaluation on you, I about blew up. And he said, yo, it's a get out of jail free card for a year. I'm like, what do you mean? He says, well, if you don't do anything with violence in it, they can only put you in front of a psychiatrist one time a year, you'll be kicked out. And long story short, they did. They found me incompetent to stand trial. I've been out here 11 years, since 2014. That's where I got the 14 from. Yeah. How could they have you for a DUI? Was that alcohol, or they charge you for DUI on pot? They have no test. They have nothing to prove that you could be high on pot. Not a thing. First thing they got to do is prove that it wasn't a Delta, a hemp-fired product. The very first thing they got to do, see, all cops test things. I can go to Tennessee or wherever, Kansas, wherever, that is still illegal, and get the Delta products, the hemp flowers. And I can get complete 0.3 hemp flower, okay? But it still has THC. And them stupid little tests, they hit on a lot of things. So any minute amount of THC, of course, it's going to hit. Okay? They can't use that test against you in a court of law. They have to send that test out to a lab, and it costs a couple $100 to do the test and everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, a lot of times if people know their rights and stand up, you know, hell no, that's Delta here, smoke one after work. You just assume that it's not hemp flower. But, you know, we shouldn't be driving. So if they catch you smoking or a car full of smoke or something, oh well, you shouldn't be doing that, you know. I'm for carrying it in the glove box or the trunk. I'm like the alcohol on that one. We can't be drinking alcohol going down the road. You can't have the open containers out there. So I think if it's in a vehicle, it should be in a glove box, in the trunk. It shouldn't be the roaches in the ashtray and, you know, oh yeah, pies lit. Nah. And I drove tow truck 13 years and never went to a pot accident. But that's just what I believe, you know. Well, sorry about that, One World Life. Hell, all you had to do is Google it, you'll see it. Hey, if Will's from Tennessee, he can tell you. In Knoxville, Tennessee, a state trooper pulls me over for going 2 miles under the speed limit. Yeah, you got railroaded. I would have took that to trial. I would have took it all the way to trial. Number one, I would ask him to prove what narcotic was in it. And then, first thing you tell him is, I declare my religious rights. Because under the United States Constitution, as long as you declare your religious rights, you have them. But if you don't declare them at the time of the incident, you don't have them. So as soon as a car goes to search your car or accuse you of having a marijuana or anything like that, you look them straight and have your phone on or get it on their body camera. Officer, I declare my religious rights. I did that in Tennessee. They screwed me over big time in Tennessee when my first one caught on fire. Threw my dog in jail, threw me in jail, the whole 9 yards. Impounded the RV that burnt everything. I could have sued the hell out of them, but I didn't want to. But someone had brought me some pants and other donations, and they had put in about a joint worth of pot and a cellophane and paper in the watch pocket. And I didn't know that. Hell, if I'd known that, I'd smoked it underneath the bumper that night because it was lightly raining. And me and the dog slept underneath the bumper of the burn. It couldn't sleep inside. But nevertheless, when they put me on the dog kennel truck, and they went to search me down, you would think that I'd robbed the bank. There's other officers bringing other kennel prisoners to be gathered in the kennel truck. And they all, oh boy, we gonna string you up. Yeah, that ain't allowed here, blah, 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 you know. And I looked, as soon as he pulled out my pocket, there's cameras on the booking trucks. I looked up at the camera, Nelson, and I said, I declare my religious rights. And he says, what does that mean? And I says, it means I'm religious. And I declare my religious rights to cannabis. And he said, well, and I said, it don't matter whether you understand or what. I just wanted to declare my religious rights. I'm letting you know that I am religious. And I believe that God gave me every herb-bearing seed. And then, boom, I had it documented right then and there. The only thing that they could have got me for was that little bit of weed. They know damn well that they broke every law they was, impounding my vehicle, putting my dog in the kennel, and putting me in jail. They know that, but see, they don't care about taxpayers' money. But when I went to court, everything, even the possession of marijuana charge disappeared. No charges filed. Right on. I've got a friend that does that. Well, thank you, John. Yeah, I have a friend that does that. Yeah. Yeah, it's you need to be on the petition. We need it federally legal. Get all your friends, everybody you know, to sign the petition. I can't sign it for people. All I can do is drive around the country now and tell people about it. And that, see, I took a year off because of my retina and being assaulted in Topeka, Kansas last year, or just over a year ago. So I got off the road, and I had 3 different retina surgeries. So after my retina surgery and everything, I decided I'll continue my last journey through. There's a couple other things I want to talk to people about in Washington, D.C. besides cannabis. I don't think people should be able to send gag shit or gag cremations or gag stuff like that in the United States mail. I want that changed. I want to lobby against getting that changed. And cyberbullying. We have all these different departments, they say, and they spend billions of dollars to give them all this money and stuff. But call one. Try and get them to do something. It's absolutely bullshit. They do nothing about cyberbullying. Nothing. What's up, L? Oh, it's going all right. I can't complain. I'll be down in Joplin tomorrow. Good Lord willing, the creek will rise. Oh. Pups are being entertaining right now. We had a round of trolls for a little bit. Oh, they are. I think I've got a couple of drips leaking out. I'll keep an eye. But I think it's in a different, like a line. The drips I see when I pulled in, if they're mine, which I think they are. But see, I didn't know when I backed in. But it's not a whole lot. And if it is, it would be where maybe one of my lines I didn't get quite tight enough or something. I'll check it out. They're kicking butt with each other. But the good Lord's got me where I'm at. The good Lord's going to get me where He wants me to go. So, worst comes to worst, something happens to this transmission, I'll just have to find and get another one. You know, I was in Graham, Texas when the engine pretty much blew in this. The block cracked during a 3-day winter. We had a 3-day super cold winter in Texas, Graham, and it did. It cracked my block. I didn't know. I fired it up, got ready to leave, and this was a couple months after the big freeze. And I went to go say bye to everybody, and I come back and the thing's hotter than hell, but there's no steam or nothing. And it's a clatter and it shuts itself off. It's that hot. And I'm like, that's strange. There's no ball over, no water, no nothing. And I get underneath and I start looking, and there's a freeze plug laying right there beside my head. And I'm like, damn. And a lot of people kept saying, I just put some blue diamond in it. And I'm like, nah, I want to see it. Because I got a bunch of mountains and stuff I want to go over. And I'm glad I tore it down. It cracked the block big time. Blue diamond would have let go the first mountain, I guarantee you. So it was a good thing. And one of my followers on Facebook, Mr. Newman, he looked in the area that I was, and he says, "Hey, call this guy, check this out." And I think it was $1,000, and he gave it to me for 800 or something. I'm not 100. I don't want to lie and say it's been a long time ago, something like that. I paid a kid $100, 75 or 100 to take me to get it. Pretty much 25 for gas and 50 for driving. So I think I gave him 75. And then I put it in by myself. Absolutely by myself. I did the engine job in this. In and out, or out and in. So if I have to put another transmission in it, if it solves my problem and gets me going again, and I can get one, so be it. Hopefully the good Lord just takes care of me and it. Hey, Mr. Sean, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully the good Lord just lets it keep on working. Even if this is a seal or the seal starts to leak, I'm not going to take it out again. That would be stupid, you know. That would mean it's definitely something beside the seal, and that would mean be looking for transmission parts, I'm concerned. Well, I'm glad you are there, Mr. Sean. I've been blessed. The good Lord steered all them storms away from me so far. We're under a storm warning pretty much all the next of this weekend. Tonight, possible hail the size of golf balls and shit like that, I heard. So, good Lord, steer that away from me. I'll be happy. Actually, I hope he steers it out of everybody's path. And if it has to happen, it goes on all this desolate land around. Hell, there's places in Kentucky completely wiped out. Ohio had their storms. Everybody's had their storms. I don't think it is. There's a couple of drops on the ground, but it's more forward and over. So yeah, it could have even been there when I backed in. You know, if any cars or anything backed in, you know, like I did, that's where it'd be. Chances are they nose in. I don't know. It may be a couple of drops from me, but where this drops are looks more like it would be off a transmission line. So maybe I just need to retighten the transmission line or tighten it a little better. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. No, my front seal I had to replace 2 times. The rear seal's been great. And if I do have a leak in the front seal, that means there's something wrong. The transmission housing, the pump housing, the harmonic balancer, whatever. Something's wrong. And if that's the case, it'd probably be cheaper to try and find a couple $100 transmission than to have somebody try and fix it. Really? Are y'all done? Well, I'm going to keep fluid in it, and the good Lord is going to let me make it where I got to go. That's all I got to, you know, good Lord's going to make it where he wants me to make it. Oh yeah, but Sunday they're all adoptable. Yeah, Sunday they can all be adopted. I'd love to get a tank of gas apiece for him, but I think I'm just going to ask for a $50 rehoming fee. I think that's fair. A $50 rehoming fee would be fair. And it'd make sure it's going to a good home. It's either going to be a boy or a girl. I've got it down to that. I've got it down to that, Sean. The boy is the runt of the litter. I've always loved the runt. But there's this cute girl that man, she likes to tug at my heart. Little white-pawed one here. Yeah, hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, hey, sweetheart. Oh, hey, sweetheart. So, it could be her, or it could be the runt. Yeah. Yeah, she reminds me a lot of Jack. And she's sweet like her mama. She's sweet like her mama. Oh, but I've seen her with attitude. I've seen her go after the, yeah, she's got attitude too. She don't take shit from nobody. Huh? No. Mwah. The runt's sleeping, or I'd show you him. He's back there sleeping. Oh, no, he ain't. Is this him? Come here. Nope, here he is. This is the boy. I like his little white beard. This is the runt. They look pretty healthy for a runt, though. But this one's my runt. Yeah. Mwah. Oh, yeah, you're my runt. Mwah. Yeah, who loves you? Oh, who loves you? Oh, who loves you? Mwah. She's so pretty. So it'll be one of those two. Hey, I like that. I like your way of thinking. I was thinking like sassy or something like that, because she can get pretty sassy. I'll have to give some think about that. That's her. Huh, sassy? Huh? You gonna whine? You ain't learned how to bark. Retina. The other ones, they know how to bark. He learned a week and a half ago. Oh, I never thought of the Jack and Jill thing. Well, you bit him, so you deserve it. What, Lilo? What, Mama Dogs? Come here. Hey. Come here. Man, I can't wait. I get to go get a nice, hot, warm, as long as I want, shower. That is going to feel so killer. I've got a trucker friend that started fueling at Pilots and Flying J's, and he has extra showers, and he gave me the code, whatever, and supposedly I can go in here and give him this code and I'll be getting a shower. Yeah, I ain't got $23 to spend on one. That's why he just uses sinks. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, what else should we talk about, folks? We got a couple more minutes before I go, if you like. Remember, the petition is in the description link. I think it says change it. Hey, inside voice. Or you can go to 420gym.com and sign the petition. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Once you do the right thing and sign the petition, get a friend to do it. Please. Yep. Well, seeing you asked instead of whined. Come here, little boy. Come here, little boy. Come here, little boy. Hey, little boy. You so ugly, you cute. You so ugly, you cute. You're a cute one. Okay, cute one. Okay. This is the loud one. This is the one that wants to say hi. Well, say hi. Oh, now you ain't gonna talk. Now you're gonna act like the quiet one. As soon as I put you down there, you're gonna bark again. Ugh. That's my little girl whining. They're all so cool. And this one, no, not that one. Where's Houdini? Oh, Houdini escaped. Did Houdini escape? Sorry, Jack. I can't find Houdini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah. Oh, Houdini's sleeping. Houdini! Houdini! Oh, no. Where's... Ah! There. This one likes to escape everywhere. Every time I turn around, this one escapes. And he knows he's not supposed to. And he knows the door. When he hears me open the door, he tries his best to run and get back into the kennel area before I get to him. So he knows he's doing wrong. Huh? We talked about this, haven't we? Huh? We've talked about this, haven't we? I'll put mama on you. I'll stick mama on you. Quit disappearing. Ugh. I suggest the name of Houdini for that one. Damn, it's hot and muggy out. This shower's gonna feel good. It's hot and muggy. What'd you bite your sister for? Get him, get mad at him. Yeah, get mad at him. Tear him up. That's some pretty fresh soda. Damn, the sun's just about ready to go down. I shouldn't have looked out the door. I just see a big orange spot in front of me now. Especially when I close my eyes. Big orange dot, dot, dot. Oh, I hear you. I think yesterday evening I might have had my, I slept under the covers, I know that. I think when I woke up I put my little, domino jacket on. You know, it's weird seeing all the cops go by. Because the first time I came through Missouri and stuff, yeah, cops thought weed was bad, real bad. Of course, it wasn't legal here, nowhere near legal. Now they don't even look, they just drive on by. Hey, I don't want a baby. Grow up, little girl. Grow up, little girl. You want to be my girl, you got to grow up. You got to speak, you got to go rip. Go rip. The crying don't work. You say rip. Okay? Rip, rip. Yeah, like you got a pair. Yeah, say like you got a pair, huh? Ruff, ruff. I know you got a pair. I know it. I know. He's a spunky loud one. A week and a half ago, he learned how to speak. He was doing that whining crap like she was doing. And I kept looking at him and I said, don't whine at me. You want my attention, speak. Ruff, And after a little bit, he went rough. And after he found out, practicing a little bit, I guess, now he just hard to shut up. Huh. Hard to shut up, aren't you? Huh. You're hard to shut up, aren't you? But yeah, he's a gorgeous one. He's gonna make somebody a really, really, really good dog. Aren't you, buddies? They all got that little white goatee. What do you see? What do you see? Huh? What do you see, little puppy? He says, I'm happy to be out of the kennel. Back to the others. Oh, goodness. Well, anybody got any last things they'd like to talk about before I get out of here? I do want to go get a shower before it gets too awful late, or at least go get in line. It could be a couple hours before I can get one anyway, but at least I can go get in line. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the live notification button. When I go live, you'll be notified. You can find me on Facebook, 420 Jim. You can find the petition, 420jim.com, or in the description of this video. Make sure you please sign the petition and share. What's that? What do you mean, what a dill pickle? You lost me there, Will. Are you on some good painkiller with your pinky toe now, or what? That you lost me on that one. Oh, just a saying, yeah. Well, my mom used to have one that was just a saying, and to this day I never figured out why she said it to me. But I can remember her a few times. Don't feel pregnant, sonny boy. I didn't know where that applied to a man or anything like that, you know. But then after having kidney stones, damn, I know how it feels to be pregnant. I didn't know, see, that's why I asked. Oh, goodness sakes. Yeah, don't feel pregnant, sonny boy. Oh, man, she could grab you with the big toe and the next toe beside it. You know, your first and second piggies. That big toe and the toe next to it. Oh, I mean, out of nowhere and quicker and shit grab you. If she got you by the back of your leg or something, man, she make you holler. She make you holler. No, I don't know. Yeah. Same one that sent me out to pick a switch. And it better be the right one. See, I grew up in them days. Oh, like get all cocky. Oh yeah, and it better be a good one too. It is clouding up a bit. Oh yeah, you might as well. But see, it couldn't be too big. No, Mom liked it, you know, nice, flexible, and thin, where it whips, you know, yeah. The thicker ones, I couldn't get away with the thicker ones. No, I remember. It couldn't be too skinny, but it couldn't be a thick one neither. You had to find that right switch. Oh, my stepdad and a couple of foster parents was like that. Oh, hell no. Hell no. My dad hit me with the belt a few times too, but nothing like my stepdad and shit did, and foster dad. But you know, my dad, yeah, I have nothing against him for that. He's what I raised today and whatnot. And I did deserve them whippings I got from him. The ones from the foster parent and the stepdad, nah. The main thing I was doing was running away from home. I wanted to get the F away from them. So, you know, why be the child for running away from home when you get him back home? So he don't do it again? Yeah, that works. Oh hell, the way these kids back talk and stuff nowadays, man, I hear stuff come out of people's mouth that, man, I would have, before you even knowed it, you would have been backhanded. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. And it might not have been actually from, you know, your mom. It could be your dad or one of your other of them, your papa or something. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't play back then. Oh yeah, I've been hit anywhere that I've had to do that belt dance where they hang on to one hand and just, you know, anywhere it hits, and it usually wraps around and hits you in the front more than it does on the ass. Dude, you lived my childhood. Is that what you're explaining? If so, you've lived my childhood or part of it. Oh, I hear you. Well, shucks. It's about that time for me to get out of here, folks. I want to go hit the shower. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, I never had to whip my daughter that I can remember. Not that I remember. Maybe a little paddling on the butt, but I don't think I ever really whipped my daughter. I'd have to ask her one day. I don't remember doing it. Was I strict and whatnot? Yeah. But, oh, hell yeah. I remember getting in a lot of trouble at a foster home. They had the preacher over that night from the church eating dinner with us and stuff. And him or his wife, I forget which one, asked me how old I was. And you know, I was that young teenage age smartass. And I said, old enough to know better and too young to resist. Oh shit, you would have thought I shot the Pope. I got in a lot over that one. Well, it's time for me to track down my shampoo and conditioner, a set of clean clothes, go in here and see if I can drain every hot water tank hooked to this shower system. That is my mission quest over the next, well, depends on how long it is before I can get in the shower. But that's my mission quest once I get a shower. Please join me again tomorrow on YouTube at noon or 7. Join me on Facebook at 4:20. Until then, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand. If we try, we can all get along. My doggies love you, I love you, and Jesus love you. Have a great night. Peace out, folks.